Hi guys, welcome back to Neptuna Tarot. My name is Cassidy. Thank you guys so much for being here. Today I'm really excited. We're actually going to be doing another video where we're getting messages from a goddess, and I was really called to get messages from Miss Aphrodite herself as we're rolling into February, as we're getting closer to Valentine's Day. I feel very called to do more love readings. I just think it's up in the air. I think it's what's being sold at stores right now, and so it's just on everybody's mind. And as you can see, I don't know if y'all can tell, but as soon as I started tuning into this energy, I got this like obsessive energy that was just very much like wanting me to like clear out certain crystals, like move certain crystals, like I have a whole flower out, like I was just called to like do like a whole little makeover. Not, it's literally just everything's rearranged. It's just like the things that I feel she thought were prettier are like called out to the front here, this energy. Also, as you can see, all the indicator cards are pink, which, I mean, it's a very girly deck. I believe like most of the backdrops are pink on there, but it's like, here, let me just show you, like, see, like we have like this more, I guess it's the same color, but like we have more purples going on. So these are the ones that came out, and what was crazy is like I felt this very Virgo type energy, and for pile 1, as you can see, we have Virgo that came out. So yeah, this has been really interesting for me because personally I don't work with Aphrodite. I typically work with Psyche, and they don't have the best history together. I know that at the end of the day everything worked out. You know, she became a goddess, she became accepted, but I'm sure that there was still probably some weird energy between them. So I do just kind of want to like, I feel kind of bad for bringing so much Aphrodite energy here, but hey man, I have to pay homage to such a powerful goddess, you know, such a revered goddess, such a respected goddess. You know, I do have to just go ahead, pay my roses, pay my flowers to the one and only Aphrodite. You know, I do believe that she should be praised for her beauty, and for the love that she encourages. You know, life should be a loving process. Although I personally do have some issues with the vanity levels, I, even during just like connecting with the energy, like I felt very like nitpicked, and like I'm like, I am not used to this. Like, be kind to me, like be nice to me, or get out, you know. So it's just really interesting. Like, this is just very different energy. So I hope you guys are also prepared for that, because I am getting kind of like a little bit of like, it does feel constructive, the criticism, but at the same time it feels very nitpicky. Like, so just enter at your own discretion here. It's gonna be a very like, I'm just feeling so much hyper feminine energy here. It's like a little bit overwhelming, so also be prepared for that, guys. So pile number 1, as you already saw, we have Virgo. Calm, kind, patient. Pile number 2, we have Libra. Fair, charming, gentle. And finally, pile number 3, we have Cancer. Protective, loyal, caring. And so this is cool because we have earth, air, water, and then bottom of the deck we also had Sagittarius for the collective energy here. So I think that we're all kind of in this Sagittarius energy where we just all want to have more fun. I think we're all working on our optimism, trying to, you know, see the world in a brighter light, try to stay optimistic in these trying times. I think Sagittarius is just such a wild horse, you know, that they just they stand for so much freedom, and just also like the power of like laughter and having fun and bringing joy into your life. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get into the meditation, the 30-second meditation, and then I will see you guys at your reading. What is it? Hi there, pile number 1. If you guys picked the Virgo card, we have calm, kind, patient. Special day of the week is Wednesday with the number 5 and the crystal jade. There might be some messages for you in pile number 2 as well, because Libra also has the jade crystal as well. So there could be a connection there. But let's go ahead and dive right into how can you manifest more love into your life? How can you attract more love? All of the above. So first of all, I do want to see what energy are you currently in, so I can have a comparison of what you need to be doing differently or things you can do. We have coffin, okay. We have endings bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, transition. Whew, okay, pile number 1. We also have keys on a ring, many options, decision, unconventional, string along, one night stand. Okay. So here's what I'm reading, pile number 1. I see that you guys have been very closed off. Okay, very closed off. Look at the body language. Alone on the card. Feels very self-protective, defensive, not very open, right? And Virgo is earth energy, even if it is mutable. And I feel like whether or not you have Virgo placements, I think what you're currently craving is stability. What you're currently looking for is this Virgo energy, this organized, calm, kind, patient energy. Kind of like Virgin Mary energy is what I heard. Okay, take it as it resonates. But with this coffin here, I do see that you have been closing the door to certain things, leaving certain things behind. Endings bring new beginnings here. And because it's showing up as a coffin, it does feel very personal. It does feel very much like something passed away, something died here. And I mean, that's never an easy transition. So I am seeing that these were not just easy endings, things that you just easily were able to let go of. But I think what you've been focused on in your life is growth, change, and liberation. I think that's like your top priority at this time, is to liberate yourself, to challenge yourself, to grow. But I think also Virgo energy is also represented as the Hermit in tarot, and that can show that while it's good for you to be focused on growth, change, liberation, while it's perfectly normal to spend time alone and to be introspective of yourself, that's totally normal. I think we all do these things naturally in life. But I do see that this grief that you have been holding on to, the grief of certain endings, it has been holding you back from manifesting love into your life now. Okay, this grief, I see you mourning, I see you grieving, and I think that for a lot of you here, because you've been focused on the goal at hand, which is to change and grow and liberate yourself, I think because that's been the goal, you feel some level of dissonance where you're excited and focused to move forward, but at the same time, you still haven't properly grieved, I think, because some of you aren't looking at this as a death, as in like a real ending. Like maybe, I'm somebody who I personally just feel connected a lot of the time. So I just don't feel a need to constantly like connect and reach out. And I mean, that's just me personally. And I also do have a hermit energy here. So it's never been anything personal, but I think for you guys, it feels very personal here. It feels very much like, you've been wearing black. You've been, it's like while you've had to leave certain things behind, it's kind of made you colder. It's made you, not even colder, but it's just like less open, I think. And it's funny because I'm not seeing that it's like out of, like, it's not out of like hatred of humanity. It's not out of like, I don't want friends, I don't want partners, I don't want loving relationships. It's more of, I see how much the ones that I have maybe walked away from in the past have affected me. I see how deeply they have hurt me, affected me, changed me. And I think that you have subconsciously, whether you know this, I believe it's subconsciously, some of you might be aware of it, but I just feel like you've closed yourself off to building those deeper connections, just because of this grieving, mourning energy here that you're still in. And that's why I think, I don't know what level or what stage of grief you're at, because I feel like there's a lot of different ones, a lot for many of you. Like I'm feeling some of you guys in anger, some of you guys in denial, some of you guys, you know, just like I think a lot of you guys are in denial. Like you don't associate these endings with like a coffin, like something kind of like sad, morbid, something that you've lost, that's gone forever kind of energy. I think you were looking at it as liberation. And so that's why there's like this dissonance of like, why am I sad over this thing that I know needed to end in order to bring me new beginnings? Like, why am I upset over this? Why, like, I feel like some of you guys are like punishing yourself for still grieving or still feeling a certain heaviness. You know, give yourself patience. I think you were drawn to this Virgo energy because you're craving calm, kind, patient energy. And who better to give you that than yourself, okay? Because I do see that you have kind of gotten a little bit lost here off the path. Not completely off your path or anything, but it's just like, I think you've gotten distracted. I think you've gotten a little bit confused on what direction you want to go. Like you feel like maybe you have a lot of different options around you as well, and that's also very confusing to you. I do see here, I feel like you are an unconventional person. And I think that that's also another thing that you tell yourself in order to put space between you and other people. And that's why maybe some of you here prefer string-alongs, one-night stands. Maybe some of you are really terrified of creating deeper intimacy. And I am seeing it's fear-based. You know, it feels fear-based. It just feels like, I don't want to feel such deep grief again. I don't want to feel such deep, like, change within me. Like, and I think you need to just, you know, I think it's easy for me to be like, just accept it, because when it, you know, it's obviously not been easy for you here, but I am just getting that there's this level of needing to face it, needing to look at it. There was something else I was about to say here, because I just don't think that your path is meant to be like shallow relationships. I don't think that your path is supposed to be confusion, where you're just confused and you have all these options in front of you, and you know, it's giving me like 7 of Cups energy, which is honestly like the 7 sins, and you know, when that's your options, they're not very good options, are they? None of them are good options. So I just feel like you've closed off, you've put a lot of space between you and others, and it feels fear-based because of like protecting your deep emotions. So let's go ahead and get into this tarot here. So we do have the moon that came out right away in reverse. So that to me also shows that, you know, you need to open up. You need to be more vulnerable with the parts of you that you have kept very hidden, very locked away, very much in the shadows, in the dark here. It's time to let them out, release them lovingly, especially with like people you care about, people who deserve to know certain things about you, people who deserve to know the truth about you know, certain situations like that you personally feel like they need to know. Like, what I'm getting from this is not even that, like that even feels shallow. Like what it is like, how are you expecting to create deep, meaningful bonds when you're already kind of prepared for them to like end. When you're already prepared for them to be a one-night stand, you're already prepared for things to be over. Like, if you can't emotionally invest yourself, if you can't open up, share some secrets, right? Like, that's how you kind of build that intimacy with people, is like, I share my story, you share your story, I share my secrets, you share your secrets. Like, we build this trust between us. You know, I want to say every healthy relationship, they have to have trust. If you can't open up and let the dark, shadowy sides of yourself be seen, like you don't trust anyone enough to handle these disowned parts of yourself, like, I'm just getting, how can you expect to find anybody, you know, anybody who's going to treat you with reality, treat you with realism. I feel like these are not the right words. Treat you authentically. There we go. You know, how are you going to if you can't be authentic with others, if you can't open up, if you can't show them even the parts of yourself that you try to hide, how on earth are you expecting to get any of that back from another person, right? Like, why should they trust you if you're not opening up? Why should they trust you if you treat it like a one-night stand, if you treat it like an option? We also have 7 of Pentacles in reverse, and the 8 of Wands, which both of these together to me indicate just high levels of impatience. Okay, and I think that's why you were drawn to this Virgo patient card, because I think you've been living in more of a fast-paced, rely on myself, very independent, also very quiet. Like, it feels very quiet and controlled, you know, like you've been in this very controlled energy. But it's like this impatience, what has it got you? You know, what has, like, I feel like you're expecting yourself to just like click with people like right away. Like, you're just expecting to meet your soulmate after one conversation, and it's just like the universe is like, that is not how it works. Okay, that is probably love bombing, if anything. Like, if anybody is trying to call you their soulmate after the first date, that is probably somebody who's love bombing you. And I just feel like this process maybe has always been rushed for you. Maybe getting into relationships, or I don't even think this even applies to friendships. I just think that you've always possibly moved very quickly. Maybe you're the kind of person who wants to like move in together right away, who wants to spend every second together. You know, it's just like not even hold on. Like, maybe that's what's been in the past is more what I'm getting, because it's like, I think those situations didn't end well where you rushed in, you know, where you were impatient with the process. Like, I'm just getting a lot of impatience with the process, and it's just like, Spirit wants to bring you somebody here. Look, Spirit wants to bring you somebody here who is emotionally intelligent, who's very affectionate. Oh my God, very sweet, very kind. I think that this person would compliment you a lot and just give you a lot of positive affirmations about like how much they love you, how beautiful you are. Just very romantic, I'm getting as well. Could be Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer here, that they're bringing in for you. But I'm just getting that if you are expecting like love at first sight, or if you're expecting this person to right away be a King of Cups to you, you know, that's expecting a lot from somebody. It's like, I do see that this is what wants to be manifested into your life, as a King of Cups energy. someone who's just, oh my god, like I'm just getting like this obsessed. It's like, it feels very healthy. It feels healthy, a healthy obsession, okay? But it's just like very sweet and very just like romantic and sexual as well. Like I'm getting a lot of like skin to skin contact and everything. But enough about that. But what I'm getting is like possibly in the past where things have been rushed, it's like I think that you have become so closed off that you don't know. I think you're really confused. Like I think you don't know what to expect in a healthy relationship, in a healthy dynamic. It's almost like in the past you've only kind of been aware someone was into you or someone liked you because they like love bombed you or they move very quickly, you know. It's like I don't think you've ever had somebody who's like truly built something. Four of Wands here, truly built something that has a stable foundation that's meant for you guys to grow, prosper, and celebrate for future generations to come. You know, I think that because everything has just been rushed, and it's like, I think also because you haven't been enjoying the process is a really big factor as well. Because you're not enjoying yourself, because you're still in this mourning energy, this very detached energy where you don't want to open up to anybody, where you just kind of want to stay safe. You just want to stay safe. It's like, I had it. What is going on? I keep losing messages. I feel like that's literally you. Like that's the confusion that just keeps seeping in, where it's like, you're like, okay, I know what I've experienced in the past. I know what I want. I know what I had to end, and it was really painful. And it's like, I've become so detached, but it's like, I still am craving to build something stable, something healthy, something I can celebrate with my person, with the person. You know, look at these two hands connecting. Like I'm telling you, there's something about skin to skin contact, like a lot of silent communication where it's like you don't have to say what you mean. But that's what I was saying is, I think because you haven't been enjoying this process, you've been coming up as just so closed off. Like I'm telling you, because like you're not enjoying yourself and you're closed off, like how can you expect people to come towards you with love? I mean, I can see people possibly coming towards you with comfort, but do you want somebody who's just like comforting you in the moment? Like that feels more like a rebound, right? Or do you want something that you actually want to like build something stable and magic? Let's go ahead and talk about, we have the Knight of Swords. We also have the Five of Swords. It is reversed down here. And we also have the Six of Cups reversed and the Nine of Cups reversed. I feel like you have experienced so much unhealthy love. I think in childhood you experienced like, you know, I think the relationships that your parents had, or just the relationships that you had as an example to you, were very unhealthy. I think that you always dreamed of a magic fairy tale ending. Like you always were craving like a very romantic, nostalgic, almost spiritual connection. Like I think you've always dreamed of soulmate. But it's like, I do get that you haven't gotten that. And I don't think that you were set a very good example of love either. Because this is coming through bottom of the deck shadow energy. And so this is like, to me, like your hidden dreams and wishes, like things that you as a child were like hoping for. But then we have the Six of Cups that actually came out on the spread reversed. So that tells me you never received possibly like deep the emotional attention you needed as a child. You possibly just never saw, like I said, you never had a good example of love. You never really knew what a healthy relationship even looked like, okay, for a lot of you. And I just see that some of you guys were, I don't want to use the word swindled. I don't know why I heard swindled. Some of you guys were basically sweet talked. Some of you guys were charmed into a connection with somebody. And I see that this connection, like, this person could have been verbally abusive. And if they weren't verbally abusive, it was just that they were, I feel like, hit it, quit it. They were fuck boy. They were just fuck girl, fuck person. But I'm just getting like this person said a lot of things really impulsively without thinking. I think that hurt your feelings a lot of the times, because we also have the 5 of Swords. So I'm just getting this like argumentative energy as well, where it's like I feel like they would say things to you, like, yeah, they would say things to you that would hurt your feelings to the point where you would just like get into an argument, you know. You'd be like, why would you say that, like, kind of thing. Like, also I just think that there was a lot of like fundamental morals and values that were not shared, and like the connections that you used to have. I'm stumbling so much, guys, I'm so sorry, but I feel nervousness. Like, I'm getting nervousness energy where it's like, I think some of you don't really want to look at this, don't want to process this, don't want to think about it. You're just like, where's the love? Where's the boo? Where's my new boo? Like, you don't want to process what you've been through, but it's like so important to process that so that you can move forward. But I'm just getting a lot of arguments. I'm just getting like, this person might have reminded you of a parent that you had growing up as well. Like, you could probably see a lot of patterns that your parents were experiencing, but it's like you were also experiencing these things. Like, you kind of fell into that pattern of just finding something similar to your parents' pattern, you know what I mean? Myself. Oh. Yeah, that hurt. And I feel like with these swords, like, I do think it hurt, you know? I think you got cut, you know? Like, you got hurt a lot in these situations. Like, there was a lot of personal feelings, I think, that you are still carrying. It's like these connections, they came sweeping into your life. I feel like you possibly were love bombed to a degree. You were charmed. I think the people that you were attracted to just like always said the right things, and like you didn't really think about that in terms of like deception or shadiness or anything, or like how would this person manipulate me. You really thought they were authentic. But I do see with this 9 of Cups reverse, like you have experienced some degree of like a nightmare. Just like, I'm just getting a toxic, it was just a really toxic relationship. I think that it just brought the worst out of you. I think that it scared you, it scarred you into closing up, into not really wanting anything serious. Oh, especially, yeah, we have the Queen of Wands reversed at the bottom of the deck here, which is just representative of like, kind of like, I kind of want to say like self-sabotaging energy. Like the Queen of Wands reversed, she's just somebody who just can be very spiteful, jealous, vengeful, petty. You know, it's just like, I feel like this relationship brought the worst out of you, where it's like you had to constantly like be suspicious of this person, and like it's just a lot of anger I'm getting with the wands, like this fire, like where it's like you were very angry, and it's like I don't think you ever properly got to express your anger to this person.
Like, I really do get that this person is the one who got to say all the shit that they wanted to say. They got to get it all off their chest. But I just get that you were just always in such shock, because it's like you just want a Four of Wands energy. You just want stability, celebratory energy, where it's like we can build something together. It's like I feel like you were always in such shock that who is this person that I've, moved in with, that I've built a whole life with. It feels like a nightmare, but it's just like, I thought that we were building together. I thought that we were growing together. I thought we were doing this together. So I think that's why it's like, you need to properly mourn this. And I think you also need to be open to like sharing this experience with the next person. Like, I feel like some of you guys just want to forget about it. You just want to burn this bridge. You just want to like let it go, not care about it at all. But it's like the less and less you feel your emotions, it's going to be harder to attract somebody who's emotionally available. It's like if you're coming through emotionally unavailable, you're going to attract somebody that's the same, that, that doesn't want anything deeper. And it's like, I do see that you want something deeper, okay? You want something serious. You want something that you can like buy a home with, somebody that you can trust, somebody that you can have that silent communication that I'm talking about, where it's like you just, just by one like touch, and it's like could give you goosebumps, could give you shivers, could give you the butterflies, but like, the good ones, not those wasps, whatever people freaking talk about. That's ridiculous. But so yeah, also we have bottom of the deck, love call. So someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. And this is bottom of the deck, and of like, what energy are you currently in? So it's like, I do see like you are craving a deeper connection here. You do want something serious. You do want something calm, kind, patient. And I do see this manifesting for you, but it's just like only if you truly connect with your emotions. Because the more and more detached you become, the more and more heartless and like angry, if you never process this anger, you never get a proper way to express it. It's just gonna keep repressing and being held in within. Okay, so let's go ahead and read the oracle cards that we pulled. We have moderation. Let's go ahead and read the fairies first, because these are hidden. So, is there something you shouldn't be eating? Try to eat mindfully and healthily, although the fairies say that a little bit of what you fancy is fine. This is actually a really interesting one, because while I don't think we were really talking much about food or moderation, I think this is a good energy of like, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. 7 Pentacles reverse, 8 of Wands reverse. Both of those are highly impatient energies here. Okay, so you need to moderate. You need to slow down. It's like, okay, you like somebody who is intelligent, you like somebody who does have a way with words, but it's like, do you really want the silver tongue of of all silver tongues? You know what I mean? Like, do you really want the charmer who's gonna charm you into bed with them? It's like, you gotta get serious about like, what are you allowing? What are you indulging in? I feel like for a lot of you guys, you used to kind of indulge in whatever attention you were given. Like, try to eat mindfully and healthily. I think that that's just, I don't think this has to do with food, okay? Like, I really think that this is more of like being more mindful about who you allow to love on you. Like, a little bit of what you fancy is fine. Yes, like, they can still be charming, but it's like, do they still have these other qualities that you're looking for? Are they just charming? Are they just tall? With moderation as well. I'm just getting a message for those of you also who might struggle with foods of any kinds, like moderating foods. I did see recently like a really helpful tip of like eating something that you like, right? A little bit of what you fancy, but also eating what you need. So like greens, what vitamins are you needing and what foods, and like, so like eat what you need, but also eat the good stuff too that you like, so I think for some of you, like, you might feel kind of embarrassed for your experience, for what you indulged in the past. And it's like Spirit is like, you had to experience this in order to grow, in order to liberate, in order to change. Oh my God. Change. In order to transition, liberate, change, grow. Like this is bringing in new beginnings for you. We also have look in a book. Whatever your question right now, you'll find the answer in a book. The words you find will bring the insight you seek. All right, so some of you guys reading might also calm your mind, I'm hearing. Bottom of the deck, we had motivation. When spring approaches, the flower fairies urge you to spring into action. If there's something you've been merely thinking about doing, they say get busy and do it. I think you do need to kind of slow down, focus on yourself, enjoy yourself, okay? Please, pile one, enjoy yourself. If there's any message you can take away from this, like, I'm getting heavily Aphrodite wants you to enjoy yourself again, because the more you enjoy yourself, the more beautiful and sexy and attractive you are. And it's like the more light pours out of you, and it's like, don't allow shitty people to dim your light. Don't allow this anger that I know is still burning up in you to control your outlook on love, because I know that you can find somebody who, look, yes, bottom of the deck, who will give you equal parts of themselves, okay? Water seeks its own level. Therefore, I attract those who can meet me where I am on my journey. My interpersonal relationships are mirrors into my own self. So I strive to put my best self into the universe so that I shall find others who seek growth. Holy shit, pile one. This is exactly what I've been saying. Like, you deserve this, okay? You deserve this. And I think for a long time, you didn't know what you deserved, I don't think. I think you just were accepting what was being given to you, because that's maybe what you learned in childhood, maybe the example you saw, maybe you thought you're unlovable, certain things, certain thoughts, some certain insecurities might have got the best of you, and you just like accepted whatever love. But I'm seeing that now that you see this connection for what it is, or past connections, multiple, some of you, it's like, you know that the energy you're putting out is what you're gonna get back. So I feel like I said, I feel like you've been attracting some emotionally unavailable people because you haven't been quite ready to open up authentically, genuinely. You haven't trusted anybody, I don't think, enough, because they've never shown you that they also want to grow with you. They want to be an equal part of this connection. We have communication. Healthy communication is meaningful in all relationships, and I realize that I must express to others how I desire to be communicated with. I manifest people that will expand my thinking, make me laugh, and bring happiness into my life. Yes, and I think it makes me want to cry here, because I do think you have been verbally abused. I do think that you deserve someone who's calm, kind, patient with you at all times. Even when they're angry at you, even when they're upset with you. And for some of you, this could even be your own energy, because I think some of you have become more of an angry person. Some of you guys have, because of this situation you've been in. It's like, it's put you in such a shitty position that you have started to become more angry, and maybe you've even said awful things, right? Maybe you've said things that you know this isn't healthy communication. It makes me just, I really genuinely feel for you, because I feel that you need to put some standards on the way people talk to you. Never ever allow a Knight of Swords reverse to speak to you in the way that they have, okay? Like, walk away. You deserve people that will expand your thinking, make you laugh, and bring happiness into your life. And if they're not doing any of those things, they can go. We also have healthy. Physical health looks different for everyone. Therefore, I will listen to my body and do what is best for me. Or best for it. What works for me may not work for others, and that is okay. I'm getting that some of you guys like might have also been criticized about like your health, or like your moderation or something. Like, I don't know. It's like, do what works for you, okay? Get to that happy place. Get to that happy place, please. I'm gonna leave you off with a direct message from Aphrodite here. What does she want to leave off the reading with? I'm hearing the song Communication. I don't know if this is a cover or if this is a song she wrote, but it was sang by Miley Cyrus. I think you can find it on YouTube. But it's a really powerful song. And I feel like that's probably from someone who was verbally, or who was just in a toxic relationship. Let's just leave it at that. What does Aphrodite want to say to you? Look at that beautiful tree. I feel like you have so much beauty that's meant to grow. Look at all of these like symbols and markings. We have a star. I think that's an Ankh. We have a yin and yang, infinity, star, heart. What does she want to say to you? Oh, look at that. Manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. I think that that's so powerful. Like, she really wants you to know this is yours. Trust your heart, continue its guidance. This is yours. And to me, this Knight of Cups, when it's upright, it speaks of dreams coming true, dreams becoming reality. So the fact it came through reverse for you, you have been living your worst nightmare. And I think it's time that you deserve a miracle. You deserve your dream to come true. My beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united, for love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. And the past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. Wow, that is so beautiful. And I feel like with this, my beloved, this is a message, I don't think from Aphrodite, I think this is a message from your future partner. And I think that you need to understand that if you do believe in fate and soulmates and just that we are always constantly connected, it's like, though we may physically be apart, spiritually we're always united. Love transcends space and time. Call out to this person. I need you. I'm looking for you. Where are you? I need you, my beloved. Like energetically reaching out. Bottom of the deck. Exactly. Energetically reaching out, and look what you get. Look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as an ocean. I think that's exactly what you've been looking for. But it's like, until you release the past, allow it to be behind you, truly mourn, truly grieve this, you can't follow this new path with faith. Okay? So I think that's really the first step, is just processing what you've been through, putting it to rest, putting it in the ground. I'm literally seeing someone like putting soil on the casket. But I'm getting, once that chapter's over, boom, manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become reality. All right, pile number 1, that's all the time I have for you. I love this reading. I hope that it resonated with you. I hope that it's what you needed to hear. If you enjoyed it, please give me a like, subscribe to the channel. Also, please comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. Any and all thoughts are welcome. Thank you guys so much for your support. Until next time, sending you love, light, protection, blessings. Peace. What, Mama? Hi there, pile number 2. If you picked Libra, fair, charming, gentle. Okay, Libra, so I'm gonna go ahead and start with these 2 cards here because this is gonna show me how have you been manifesting love? How have you been attracting love towards you currently, so that I can have a base comparison of how you should be. So I do kind of want to share the bottom of the deck here. So after I shuffled these, this is the bottom of the deck energy, which to me shows maybe subconscious energy. Maybe I usually consider it shadow energy, something that you're not seeing directly, but it is influencing. It looks like influencing how you manifest love. So I do see attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third-party interference here. So with this, it just really is screaming like Libra energy. You know, Libra is Venus, Libra is Aphrodite energy. So I do feel like you guys here are already very connected with the goddess. I do think that you are already very seductive, very beautiful, whether or not you know this, okay? Because it is coming through as shadow energy. It's coming through as something that's might be hidden from you, honestly. Like, you might not even see how seductive you are to others, okay? So like, just so you know, you are already manifesting love towards you. Let's go ahead and see. We have the sword and the rose. Yes, you are so beautiful. Also, people love how truthful you are. We have clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force, honor, protection, power. I don't know why, there's something about you here that feels very classic. It feels very old school, and I'm talking like old school, like what is the word? medieval, like it feels like monarchy type of energy where it's just like queens, kings, princesses, knights, princes, all, you know, all of the above. Like there's something very classically beautiful about you where people just feel like they want to protect you, like, and the solidarity as well. It's like people really think that you are very loving, like you are very fair, you're very honest, you're very like solid, you're very truthful, you're very trustworthy, you're very, what's the word? It's like a synonym for solidarity. Loyal. There you go. I just feel like people trust you. They really do trust you. So you are already manifesting. If you don't know this, like, I don't know why I'm getting, some of you do not see yourself clearly, and you highly, highly, highly underestimate the amount of suitors that you have, okay? The amount of people who are attracted to you. We also have healing heart, and exactly, I think this is probably why we have healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. All right, guys, if you are still in a hyper state of grieving, of mourning, I would definitely consider going to watch pile number 1, because pile number 1 was heavily about, you know, mourning, dealing with a toxic connection from the past, like moving away from it, healing heart. So I don't know why, but I am getting, you know, this is your current energy. So for some of you, like, and also pile 1, their crystal is also jade. Okay, your lucky day of the week is Friday, lucky number 6, and your lucky crystal is jade here. And pile 1 also is jade, so I do feel a connection of pile 1 and pile 2. I just kind of get, it's kind of funny because Virgo comes before Libra, and I kind of get that that's what's going on here. It's like, you know, you guys are further along. I think that pile 1 was on their way to, you know, kind of getting out of that really painful spot. Okay, let's go ahead and get into the tarot here, because I'm just seeing a lot of similarities, but I want to kind of get through the similarities so we can get to the differences as well. So we have Judgment reversed. When this first came out, I heard judgmental. Okay, and I want to be careful. I'm not calling you judgmental, but I think that you are really hard on yourself, first of all. I think that at first, whenever I was hearing judgmental, I was thinking you were judgmental. I really was. I won't lie to you. Because I was seeing seduction, Libra. I'm seeing like all this like kind of like, you know, connection to Aphrodite. And Aphrodite, she can be vain. Okay, so I want to throw that out there, where I do think you're a really harsh critic about your looks, about your physical. But as far as like being judgmental of others, I'm not seeing that. I'm really not. Like, I would tell you if I do see that, but I am not seeing a judgment of others. Okay, I see that you have been healing, you've been mending your heart, and I think that in that process you might have been judging yourself harshly for the decisions that you made that were I'm so sorry, I'm stuttering a lot in pile 1 as well. I thought, is Mercury retrograde over? Because it does not feel like it. But I'm just getting here that it really is a hyper fixation on yourself, and you know, maybe it is a little vain, okay, maybe it is a little hot, like self-focused here, but it's like I'm not seeing where it's like you judge others really deeply harshly, okay? Like, I don't think it's in your DNA. Okay, I think that you're very fair, charming, gentle. I think that this also is a huge representation of like who you are. And you do value honor. I think that you do honor solidarity, like I said, loyalty. And I just don't think you're the type of person that would be like super judgmental of others. You know, and for those of you who do feel like that is a shadow aspect of yourself, that maybe you do judge others, but mostly what I'm getting the message here is you judging yourself. But you know, if you feel called to kind of focus on that shadow aspect of yourself, you know, I think Aphrodite is actually welcoming that. All right. We also have the Tower reversed. So I am seeing here with this Tower reversed that I don't think you saw the end coming. Like, I really don't think that you were prepared for this Tower. I'm also just getting that some of you also have kind of repressed this energy. Like, some of you guys haven't really talked about it. And that's the thing about this healing heart, is like it literally says, like, you know, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. And I think part of this healing is going to be talking about it, is going to be opening up more. And if this is resonating, I highly suggest pile 1, guys, for this aspect, where it's just like, if you feel like you have been kind of repressing, denying the fact that this has happened to you, you've just kind of been dealing with it on your own, but not really letting it fall apart. Like, I feel like you're trying to, like, you see how she's sewing her heart on this card, and this Tower is usually about things crumbling, falling apart. It's like, I do see here that you are trying to pick up the pieces. That's what it is. Okay. Like, I don't know. I don't think it's a repression, really. Because I am seeing some level of, like, ignoring something. Ignoring a truth here. Not wanting to deal with a truth. And it's like, I see you picking up the pieces of this Tower, where it's like everything shattered, everything fell apart, but I just see you like trying to sweep it up, trying to like make something beautiful of this situation. And what I'm getting really is that what you need to do with this 2 of Cups reversed, you know, this to me represents the toxic relationship that we've been talking about. It was just, it wasn't equal, okay? There were no equal parts in this relationship. It was all dependent on one or the other. It was always just, I feel like, emotionally chaotic. Like, there was a lot of discord in this relationship. It was the opposite of harmony. All right, it was just like water and oil. Like, these things just would not mix. And I see that you were trying so hard to make these things mix. You were trying so hard to like see this as a soulmate, to see this person as your one and only. Like, I think that your judgment was really heavily clouded, and that you really wanted to see this person as like, this is my person, this is my soulmate, this is my 2 of Cups, like perfect lover type of energy, okay? Like, it was very like, I think that that's why you might feel some level of like shame or guilt, because it's like, I do see that you to some degree were fueling the fantasy of this connection. And what I'm also kind of seeing here with this Chariot reverse is like, part of you actually wants to go back. I think that's why the Tower is also coming reversed. It's like you're trying to clean it up. You're trying to make something beautiful of it. You're trying to salvage this toxic relationship here. And I think with the Chariot reverse, it's like basically trying to say, stop going towards this. Stop repeating the pattern, you know, stop driving impulsively right into the drama, right into this chaos, this tower. I feel like you keep possibly repeating this tower, where it's like, this tower keeps happening, you know, over and over and over again, like these really dramatic scenarios that you get yourself involved in, where it's like you literally are asking yourself, like, how did we get here? It's like, I think you keep driving right back into the same scenario, and it's like you really need to be honest with yourself, because like I think you are an honest person. I think that you are, but I think that you are a little bit codependent is really what I'm getting. I love you, pile 2, but to me, Libra energy can be very, when they're in their shadow, Libras can be very codependent. They need validation from others. They need love from others. They need, you know, to me, this is reading a lot of like Aphrodite's shadow energy, where it's like, you know, I think her downfall was needing so much, like, I'm not saying you need so much attention, but I'm saying like, there's a shadow here that keeps you repeating karmic cycles over and over again. And it's like, I think Aphrodite, someone who has a pretty dark shadow, I would say, is wanting you to open your eyes up to that part of yourself. The part of yourself, I'm hearing the song with Judgment in reverse. I'm hearing the song Blind by SZA. I can't see, I'm blind. Like, you are like unconsciously judging this connection incorrectly. Oh my god, this is crazy. I mean, it's not that crazy. I mean, I think a lot of us do that. A lot of us want to see the best in others, and I think that's what you're doing, is like you just want to see the good in this connection. You just want to salvage, you want to make it beautiful, is what I'm hearing. It's like you want to make this connection. It's kind of, to me, I am kind of getting Aries, the god Aries, you know, was Aphrodite's boyfriend, and they had this, oh my god, this legendary fling, right? This legendary love. But it was just very, I think, dependent on both of their shadows, keeping them connected. And I think the more and more you do shadow work, the more in control you are of your shadow, the more you push yourself to be a little bit more critical of others. Because I think what you do is like you hyper criticize yourself, and then it's like you think everybody else around you is perfect. You know, it's like you romanticize everybody else, and you're like, everybody else is so beautiful and amazing, and like I'm just shit. And the reason I keep saying that is like I'm getting a deep-rooted insecurity here with this Ace of Cups reversed at the bottom of the deck. So this is, once again, this is an energy, it's like you're not even really seeing. And I'm seeing where it's like your own cup looks kind of empty here. It looks like you haven't been really working to make yourself feel beautiful, to make yourself feel like you deserve an equal give and take. You know what I mean? It's like you might be attracting others who also have empty cups, because that's the energy you're putting out there of like, I'm getting just, it feels like a lack of boundaries, you know, it feels like a lack of self-love. I'm gonna say it. It's like, I think that you really do focus on your outer outer appearance. I'm sorry. I keep stumbling my words so much in this whole reading. But I'm getting like, I do see that, you know, you work on your appearance a lot, but it's like there is some deep self-love that you're craving. some deep validation, self-validation, independence that you need to step into, getting out of this codependency. Because I think also, let's keep going here, because we have two kings. All right, let's talk about that. King of Wands, King of Pentacles. I don't know why, but I'm just getting it, like, for some reason, you're not seeing yourself as these energies. It's like you're not seeing yourself as a caretaker, as a provider, as somebody who can truly, like, take care of themselves. I feel like, I don't know why I'm getting, like, you want somebody who will take care of you. You want somebody who's going to provide and nurture and be dependable. And like, I don't know why I'm just getting, like, you know, there's a lot of codependency here, where it's like you just want to rely on somebody else to take care of you. And I mean, I guess that's okay. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just a really independent person as well. So it's just like I have a loving relationship, but it's like, you know, you need to be able to see yourself as these energies before looking for these elsewhere. You know, it's like, I think you're looking for things outside of yourself because you're not willing to, like, work on them within. It's like, I think you're looking around, you're like, oh, there's so many options. Like, I think you do have a lot of options, but it's like, I think you're still in this healing heart, so it's like you haven't really gone towards options. Like, I do see maybe you have been flirting with, like, possibly like 2-3 people here, but it's like, I'm not getting, it's like you're looking at them like, who are they? Like, it's like you just want to be a supporting act instead of, like, the lead role. You know what I mean? Like, I'm hearing arm candy instead of, like, what if you came in as the King of Wands, okay, hot as fuck. What if you came in as the King of Pentacles, like, rich bitch energy? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, why are you degrading yourself just to, like, lift somebody else up? Why are you emptying your own cup? I feel like you pour so much love into your relationships where it's like you want to give your person everything. Like, you're literally over here cleaning up a freaking crumbled tower. You're sweeping up the brick and the bricks, like, as if you can rebuild something out of this, instead of, like, seeing the power within you. And exactly, yes, that makes sense. Now we have the Three of Pentacles reversed. Like, you don't need to collaborate with anybody in order to, like, have this energy around you. It's within you. I think you really need to work on, like, self-love, self-validation, not being so critical of yourself as well. I think you're extremely critical of yourself. And I don't know why, because I feel like a lot of you here, you know, I know the majority of the people who watch these readings are female, but I'm just getting with that, it's like a lot of you here are showing, like, God, I lost it. Like, I had the perfect way of saying it, but then I lost it. Oh, God. Like, I'm just getting very, like, traditional, like, gender roles. Like, I don't know if this is something that was taught to you. Like, this is just, like, I feel like a majority of you here are women, so it just feels like a majority of you are trying to kind of play this gender role, play this supporting role, play this side character instead of being the main character yourself. Like, some of you guys might have been taught that if you put all of your love into yourself, it's like selfish, or it's like no man will want you kind of energy because you're not going to give to them. Pardon me. Like, I don't know why. It's like a lot of you, that's what it was. Okay, that's what it was. It's like a lot of you here are focused on the male gaze. And that's, oddly enough, like that, I think keeps you from authentic love, because you're attracting, you know, misogynist people. It's like you were taught that you have to work with, I feel like for most of you, you have to work with men, and you have to work with them a certain way. You have to look good around them. You have to serve them their plate. Like, it feels very sexist. Like, it's getting very sexist in here, and I'm not liking it, you know? So I'm getting that this has been causing you a lot of anxiety, a lot of also stubbornness. Like, I'm getting that some of you here, like, are okay with this. Like, some of you are like, yeah, I do want to be provided for. And that is totally okay. Like, as a feminist, you're allowed to express feminism in any way you choose. And if you want somebody to provide for you, that is feminist, okay? Like, that's your choice. But I think what is dangerous in this reading is like more of like the male gaze, and just like doing everything for male approval, doing everything, and to the point where you're lacking self-love, you're lacking like an equal healthy relationship, an equal give and take, you know? It's like when you're sacrificing these things, it's not worth it just to be appeasing the male gaze, okay? But for some of you with this Four of Pentacles, I am seeing that some of you guys are a little stingy, okay? Like a little bit, like, I feel like some of you guys here worry that if you start being more independent, you won't have the same money, or like you won't have the same funding, which, I mean, that's something you need to sort out on your own. Like, if it's worth it to you to be basically trading physical comforts for your emotional well-being, that's your choice, okay? Like, I'm not going to speak anymore on that, but I am getting this tendency to cling on to providers, cling on to people who will provide you money, food, gifts, and it's like, as long as you collaborate in the way that they want you to, which is, I feel like, in a degrading way, man, woman, man or women, or non-binary, like, it's just like, in any way, I feel like you're being degraded, you're being belittled, you're being judged, okay, harshly. And it's like, it doesn't help that you're judging yourself harshly, but it's like, I think you've also given the power to others to judge you. You know what I mean? Like, you've given the power to, you know, possibly men, the men in your life, to judge you and to grade you. I'm hearing grade, like you're being literally graded. And what's really sucks about this situation is, bottom of the deck, we have Six of Pentacles here, and I'm seeing you're a giving person. Like, I do think you're fair, charming, gentle, and I think people take advantage of it. And I think a lot of you here have been kind of brainwashed in a way to serve men, you know, do everything for the male gaze. But we have evolving. Every day my mind and body evolve. My mind becomes wise, my body becomes seasoned. Each day that I heal and change, the more sure of myself I become. I rise tall like mountains touch clouds, never to be trampled. I think you are learning how to empower yourself. I think that's what's going to attract more love into your life. That's what's going to attract more, that's going to manifest more love into your life, is by you challenging yourself to empower yourself versus handing. I think you hand your power out. You give it out. Like the Six of Pentacles over here. The Six of Pentacles just, to me, is screaming you. Literally, I feel like I see somebody walking around with a little basket, and they're just handing out they're just handing out whatever, you know, what just giving themselves away. And I think it's time to empower yourself. Each day that I heal and change, the more sure of myself I become. I love that. We have kindness. When others are callous to me, it says more about them than it does about me. We're all deserving of kindness, and I recognize this includes myself. So I will be kind to those around me in order to make a more compassionate world. Yes, and especially the line of I recognize that this includes myself. You deserve kindness, and I think you need to start being really, really kind to yourself, really gentle to yourself, really sweet on yourself. I think you really need it right now. I think that with this 9 of Swords here, it's like you've been really in your head. You have been deeply affected by past connections, I think by this misogynistic world alone. You know, it's been really hard to navigate. We have protect your dreams. You are the guardian of your precious dreams, and they're safe in your care. Keep them close to your heart until you're ready to release them. I love this so much. Like, I think you're gonna become your own guardian. Okay, I think you're gonna become your own guardian here. We have power, honor, protection, revelation. I love that word. I think that's a powerful statement here as well. I think some of you guys are having revelations of how you've been expressing yourself outwardly. We also have purity. Always trust in the purity of your heart. Look inside your heart, and within it, you will find the answer to your question. I think that by just being more protective of yourself, I think that by being more judgmental of others, and not even harshly judgmental, but just more of like, in order to protect yourself, assessing what kind of person is this? What patterns are they showing me, right? I think that as you get smarter, more protective of yourself, more empowered, as you evolve, as you become more and more kinder to yourself, I see that you're going to be able to really connect back with your inner child. Like, I'm just seeing you being able to feel like purity again, feel whatever that means to you. If that just means like you feeling like a kid again, whether that just means you feeling safe again, to like actually be yourself again. To not worry so much, you know, think of yourself as a kid. Like, did you worry so much about appearance as a child? You know, like, were you that concerned? Is this something you were just taught? It's like, go back to who you were as a kid before the world brainwashed you into having this sort of response to your relationships. I just think you respond to your relationships by wanting to give, wanting to please, wanting to create harmony. But I think it's become to the detriment of your own self-love, your own healthy relationships, your own power. We have flourish. The lotus flower fairy tells you to learn from experience and shed your inner light on any unclear areas of your life or those of others. Like I said, I feel like you were in so much confusion. I think now, or like you've been in just a lot of like shame, and like I think you've just been overthinking so much about this past connection and how you put yourself in these positions, and how like, I don't know, I think you kind of are overthinking and punishing yourself too, of like, I should have known better, I should have, you know, seen these things coming. And also you need to also fight this urge to go back, because I think for a lot of you guys, you're comfortable with this 4 of Pentacles. Some of you are going to cling and hold on to this connection, even though it is toxic, even though it broke your heart. Isn't there that famous quote that went around everywhere? It was like, you can't heal in the same environment that made you sick. We have work balance. I'm more than my job. My work is important and provides a sense of purpose, but I must create a boundary. I will honor my mental and physical health first. I work to live. I do not live to work. And I think you can even replace that with just like, I think, like I am more than what I can give. I am more than the love that I have to share. You know, I have to create a boundary. I have to honor my mental and physical health first. Okay? Okay, so yeah, I think that was pretty much everything. So I'm just gonna pull one more from this Lover's Oracle here. This is gonna be a direct message from Aphrodite here. What does she want to let you know? What does she want to tell you? Oh, look at that. So let's look at the back, because I think they're really beautiful cards. That burning heart. Transformation. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. Some of you guys are going to take this as like a confirmation. I already know some of you are going to take this as a confirmation of like, this toxic connection is going to deepen. This toxic connection is going to transform. No. Were you listening? No. I think what's going to actually deepen is the relationship you have with yourself. Love conquers and transforms all things. Look at this. Yes. Love conquers and transforms all things. I think the love that you have for yourself, I think you're going to be shocked with how it transforms your entire life once you start pouring love into yourself. We have, let's look at it. Ooh, look at that snake. Why do I feel like that's not a good omen? This is giving Adam, Eve, and the snake, right? This is giving temptation. This is giving power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. It's time to set that boundary. Aphrodite is not playing. She wants you to take your power back. I think you've been disempowered for way too long here, and it's time. Look at this. We also have weight. Oh, I love this card. I feel like this just shows like one of those connections that doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter who you are. It's just more of a soul connection. Okay? Wait, don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. And that's the Chariot, okay? Like, don't be impulsive. Don't rush into it. Take your time. Do you really want to collaborate with this person? I think a lot of you think from the perspective of like, do they like me? Do they want to work with me? Do they want to collaborate with me? And you need to take your power back and be like, do I like them? Do I want to work with them? Do they deserve to work with me? I know it does sound bougie, but I just get that you deserve it. You've been through enough shit. You don't need to go through kiss another frog. We have friendship. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship and your love life will dramatically improve. Definitely. I think that is a healthy sign, is if you're friends with somebody first and then it grows into a relationship. I think that's one of the most beautiful transformations of a connection, because it's the foundation of it is friendship, where you're not, to me, friendship is just like one of those things, like you're not getting something out of another person except really like company and like you like them. It's different than a relationship where you get a lot of perks. Bottom of the deck. Emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. I know a lot of you guys are still holding on to this past. Like, I know a lot of you guys are still, still sewing this back together. still sewing this heart back together. And it's like, take it a day at a time. Give yourself time. Slow down. Wait, wait. Don't rush into it. I love this spread, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I think that's all the time that I have for you. Wow, this was a really powerful message, and I really hope no one was offended about any of the misogynistic, feminist portion of it. Take it as it resonates. You guys know your situation better than I ever could. I'm sending you guys so much love, light, protection, blessings. If you did enjoy this reading, please give me a like, subscribe to the channel, comment down below. I would love to hear from you guys. Until next time, peace. Hi there, if you pick pile number 3, Cancer, protective, loyal, caring. Lucky day of the week is Monday. Lucky number is 2, and we also have their lucky crystal as the moonstone. All right, Cancers, so I'm getting, you don't have to be a Cancer if you chose this pile, of course, or even have placements, but what I'm getting from you guys is you guys are very motherly. You guys are very loving. You guys are very protective of the people around you, okay? Like, I'm just getting you guys seriously, like, defend the people that you love. People look to you as a pillar of strength in their life. And I think people also know that you will fiercely protect and defend them. So that is just like, I just want to kind of set the reading at that. Because I think that, if you're looking to manifest love, I think, you should kind of see how you've already manifested a pretty good amount of love in your life, where I just see people do trust you to be loyal and to protect them and just to always care. So with these cards down here, I did pull for how have you already been manifesting love in your life, just so we can have a base of comparison. And the very first card that came flying out was the butterfly. Relationship evolving to the next phase. Healing the inner child and growth. Wow. So people are seeing you. Some of you guys had a glow up, I will say that. Some of you guys had like a physical transformation here, but I am seeing that you guys are growing. I don't know, like you guys are just growing as people, as like I just see you evolving. I see you taking the next step here to really push yourself to heal whatever issues you've had as a child, you know, in order to be more protective, to be more loyal, to be more caring. Like I am seeing you really spreading your wings here and wanting to spread more love. Like I just see, of course, you guys are the water signs, right? You guys are the out of the indicator cards, you know, you guys chose the water sign. So obviously you guys are already so full of heart, so full of love here. But we also have this card here, a little tricky. Hand of cards. Take a chance, risk, being strategic, options, not showing hand, gambling. Okay, so I am getting, though, this is kind of where Cancer has that protective shell of armor around them. And I am seeing that for some of you guys are a little bit scared to show your hand, to be vulnerable, to really open up completely. I think that this is kind of new for you. Whatever this butterfly stage in your life is, like whether or not it's like just the fact that maybe some of you guys finally feel comfortable in your body, okay, something like that. Some of you finally, like I'm saying, some of you guys went through a glow up. Some of you guys literally went through some transformation. It could have even been, I'm hearing like a change of environment, a change of job, something that I think pushed you to level up, to grow. But I think because you're still pretty uncomfortable, like with just how strong you are and just how like beautiful you are, and just how like I'm sorry to be gushing over you guys, but like we have strength and the butterfly. Like you guys are adorable, you guys are so sweet, you guys genuinely care, and I think you also just like stand up for other people too, which is just so beautiful. But I don't know, like I can't put my finger on this because it's like I feel like it's kind of like a hermit crab, you know, whenever you pick it up it just goes into its shell. It gets terrified, like, and I think that you guys are wanting love, you guys are wanting to manifest more love, that's why you're here, but it's like you're not willing to show your hand. Like you're very, I'm just hearing a little bit scared. It doesn't feel like super like a huge block, you know what I mean? It just feels like that impulsive, like anxiety, like that impulsive gasp of like like they see me. I don't know, like they see me. Like I just think you guys are shy. I think that's really what it is. You guys are shy. I think you're really like, the people who know you obviously know that you're incredibly strong, but it's like the people who don't know you, it's like they just see this like really shy, this really pure soul here. Whew, let's keep going, because we also have bottom of the deck energy. Let's look at that. We have healing heart, healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. Some of you guys, this could be also like maybe it wasn't a level up, maybe it wasn't like a physical glow up or a new job or new environment. And maybe for some of you guys, it was literally that you cut off like a toxic relationship. You cut off, you know, you really started getting sober or like fighting an addiction here. You know, it's like something like that. You know how when people glow the fuck up when they get sober? Yes, like that's the energy. That's the energy here that I think you've currently been in. So I see healing, but I still see like shy, a little bit of fear here. And with the Chariot reverse, like that's definitely you guys. The Chariot is the Cancer card. Not to say like you guys are like have Cancer placements, but it's just funny that we have the very first card out is the Chariot here. So I'm getting with this, it's like you guys are really nervous to take risks right now. Like you guys are scared to be impulsive. You guys are scared of making the wrong choice. Like I think you guys are very like cautious, you know, like you don't want to get picked up by a bird and eaten, you know, like a little crab. Like you don't want to be picked up by a human and sauteed, you know, like you are trying to be very cautious here. But I don't know why I'm getting like this energy of, we have adventurer over here. It's like spirit kind of wanting you to be more adventurous, be more of like a risk taker. But it's like with the Seven of Wands, it's like I see you very defensive. Okay, so it's like this is your shell. And I feel like for some reason I'm also getting like you feel paranoid. I'm getting a paranoia with all these wands at the bottom, where it's like you just feel surrounded. You just feel like, I don't know, like you feel like you can't breathe, or you feel like, you know, people are after you or out to get you. Like I do see a little bit of a fear here. The fear is building up. The fear is definitely building up. It's like there's a reason that you have become defensive. There's a reason you've become protective of your own energy. And I think it's because of people like this King of Swords in reverse. This is a liar, okay? This is people who literally tell lies. I think that what is going on here as well is like, you're a butterfly. Your strength. You know, you have literally purity and pure intention. You know, I just see, and we also like, I don't know if you can see over here, we're gonna get into it later, but there's like two suns. Like this shining star. Okay, and like also we have this Two of Cups over here. We'll get to that too, but I'm kind of starting to see a pattern here of like, you have a lot of beauty and love already in your life. And it's like, I think in order to maintain that or to manifest more, what's going on here is like, I'm seeing people that need to go. Like I'm seeing people that are liars. Like this is literally somebody, like I'm seeing like a gossip tabloid. I'm feeling like Perez Hilton vibes, okay? Like I'm getting somebody who lives off of rumors and spreading lies and like basically spreading misinformation. Okay, and I think, like I said, there's a reason that you have become so defensive. There's a reason that you have become so possibly paranoid here with this, all the, like you think that there's a lot of different people out to get you, but what I'm kind of getting is like, it's because you've experienced one extremely toxic person who I just think they saw you becoming this butterfly here. And I think that they also know here that you're nervous. Like you don't always like show all your hand. Like you can kind of be shy. Like you kind of take a little bit of like milking. All right, that's a weird word to choose, spirit. Like you sometimes have to be milked for certain information. Like I just feel like this is the kind of person that does that, that milks people for information. And it's like, I don't think at the time you thought anything of it. Okay, we have freedom from toxic relationship or addiction, like healing heart, like something hurt you, something did cause heartbreak for you. And I'm just getting, I definitely see that it could have been this personality type here. It could have been an air sign, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, but I'm just getting, it's definitely kind of one of those cases of you're in a loving energy, and it's like, in order to maintain, protect it, well, that's what you're gonna have to do in order to maintain and manifest more. Is like, you're gonna have to be more selective. You're gonna have to be more, even more protective, honestly, which I think is hard for some of you to hear, because it's like, I don't think you like being in this Seven of Wands energy. Like, I think you're a butterfly. I think you just want to like heal your inner child, grow, keep going to the next phase, like keep pushing yourself to the next level. And it's like instead now you're distracted by these shitty kinds of personalities that want to basically sabotage the love that you already have in your life. So this is an interesting reading, all right? Aphrodite wants to let you know you have love in your life already. You have a lot of love in your life already. You could even have like a legitimate partnership, or you could have just met somebody you're really excited to talk to or something, but like, or options, you know what I mean? I'm just seeing like you have a lot of light, you have a lot of beauty. I mean, you pulled the butterfly right away. Like that to me just says a lot, like about you. Like you're focused on personal growth, you're focused on personal transformation. Like you take care of your inner child. You really do. That's so beautiful, pile 3. And I'm so sorry that you did have to go through this. Like right away, I was just hearing liar, 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 liar. Like this is somebody who just makes things up. They don't even base it in any, maybe they do base it in some level of truth, because we have the king here. So it's like, to me, they have some level of mastery over this, over their words, over their ability to manipulate and like lie. So they have some level of mastery, and that's probably why you've been so defensive, and probably why you're so nervous about like moving forward, about making decisions, taking any risks here, because it's like, I feel like you're like, I've been through enough at this point. We also have the Page of Pentacles and the Hanged Man, and I kind of actually get, like, I kind of wanted to say that this Page of Pentacles was this King of Swords, like mixed. But honestly, I'm kind of getting this is more of your energy, pile 3. I think that some of you have been a little bit lazy, okay? Like, and take that word lightly. I think some of you guys have been lazy in terms of pursuing love. Like I said, I feel like you already have a lot of love in your life. But I think for the most part, most of you guys have been focusing more on your money and like growing your finances and like trying to get out of a rut. Because with this Hanged Man, I do see that you have been forced to pause, to try to see the situation from a new perspective here. Because some of you guys, I feel like some of you guys are bitter, a little bit bitter. Some of you guys are salty, like some of you guys are angry at this King of Swords type of energy. And that's also what's holding you back from manifesting more love, is that you're still focused on the wrong emotion, on the wrong person who doesn't deserve any of your energy. And so that's why I think the universe might be putting you in a timeout. Aphrodite might be putting you in a timeout here. And they're just wanting you to kind of like sit here and think about it. Because I think for some of you guys, you are, like I said, putting less and less effort into your relationships, putting less and less effort into like reaching out, into putting the work in, to connecting with people you love. So let's go ahead and see these two. What are these? We have Death in reverse, and we have the 5 of Swords. Okay, yeah. So the bottom row now. So we have the 5 of Wands and the 5 of Swords. And we've already been talking about strength. This is you. You are strong in the midst of people who try to argue with you, people who try to bait you. Like I'm literally seeing people who just want to see you get aggravated, want to see you get, like some of you guys, you might get like annoyed or get attitude or get sassy, or you know, like I'm just kind of feeling like that water sign sass, where it's just like, don't dish it out if you can't take it, you know. And it's like, I think people underestimate you. They think that because you're shy, you might not always show all of your hand, that you're not going to fight back. But I think you've actually surprised certain people by fighting back. But I still have to say, you don't deserve any of this. Like the fact that you have 2 5s showing up, like this is a challenge. These are challenges that you're experiencing. And just because you're strong in the face of challenges doesn't mean you deserve to go through these challenges, you know? It's like, I'm just seeing like we have a fox here, like sneaky behavior. I just think that some people have said some really awful shit to you. Like, I'm just gonna say that. With the King of Swords, I feel like it's just been like blatant lies. at times, and also just like really under the belt, like below the belt, like type of comments, type of gossip that goes on. And it's just like, this is really giving me disgusting energy. Like, I don't say that word. Like, I don't say that word in readings, you know, like disgusting. Like, but that's literally what it's giving me, especially with this 5 of Wands. Like, I see that some people literally want to blow up your phone. They want you to feel anxious when you open your phone. Like, they just want to argue with you. They just want to bug you. They just want to upset you. And it's like, I think it's because they see how strong you are. It's like, I hate that whole experience of like, just because someone's strong, just because someone's a butterfly, just because they've been blessed in their life in some ways, it's like, because they've been able to maybe retain purity of their life, it's like other people find it their mission to, you know, target them, to make their life harder, because whether it's jealousy of like they're not this strong, they you know, that they want to be this strong and they can't embody that, so they have to tear you down. Like, I just, it's hard, it is hard for me to understand that energy, but it is showing up here of people really trying to sabotage you, wanting to emotionally trigger you. We have death in reverse, and I also think you've been hesitant to truly give yourself over to this transformation. You know, I think that you have been kind of trying to see the beautiful part of endings. You know what I mean? Like, the beautiful part of death, okay? Like, celebrating death, I guess. Like, and I think that's also part of the Hanged Man, like, changing that perspective of, like, I don't know, I think in some ways it's like, you're just so strong. Like, you are literally so strong, and you're just like, you know what? I'm gonna take this experience, this shitty experience that I was given, these shitty people that tried to, you know, say negative things, possibly aggressively do negative things. Like, this is the fighting card. And it's funny because it looks so petty because it's showing as a phone, you know, it's showing as text messages. And usually it shows like people literally fighting with wands. So it feels so petty, like it feels so like subtle. Like, that's what I'm saying, like people trying to emotionally trigger you in like different ways and subtle ways instead of like direct fighting, direct aggressiveness. So just be cautious of that as well. But back to death. Like, I just feel like you are in this process of, I think, you know, healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. I think you're still processing. I think that's why this is over here with the Hanged Man. You're just still in this state of like timeout and like, what have I experienced? How do I move forward now? And what I'm seeing here is we have this Two of Cups I mentioned, but let's see, bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Cups reversed. This is all about letting go. It's time to let go. It's time to release this. I don't think these were ever your challenges. You know, like, this was never for you to like really endure. Like I said, it's like, just because you're strong enough to handle it doesn't mean you had to. And I think like by some choice, it's like, it's weird because it's like, I think you've been doing the right things. Like, I don't want to say you've made a wrong choice here, but what I'm seeing is that if you stay in this Seven of Wands energy, if you keep being defensive, if you resist transforming out of this defensive energy, it's like, I'm seeing it's still important to protect yourself, okay? Period, right? Period. But like, I'm just seeing that you were never meant to be in this energy. You know what I mean? It's like, just because you're strong enough to handle it Doesn't mean you needed to go through it. And it's like, you need to now let go of this fight. Let go of this fight. Let go of the resentment, let go of the bitterness, let go of the anger, let go of all of it. And that's why you're in timeout right now. I'm sorry if that sounds degrading in any way. It's really not. This is supposed to be a time for you to like be at peace and to face the fact that you didn't deserve this. And that it's just like, it kind of sucks that you had to go, like that you went through it even though you didn't deserve it. And I think that's kind of what you're like struggling with releasing. Like some of you guys might be struggling to release because you feel like you still need to fight. Like you still feel like you need to like feed into this energy, this argumentative energy, but you're not realizing that's exactly what they want. They want your attention because you are so strong. You are so fucking fabulous. Pile 3, butterfly strength. Let's go ahead and read some of these oracle cards. I think this is a good time to read these, yeah. Present. Time can be tricky. Staying in the moment means not lamenting about things past and not distressing about things to be. The past and future cannot be controlled. I can only control right here and right now. So I take peace in surrendering to the present. Exactly. Like, I think you're kind of still in this fight mode, but it's like, I think with this death card, you have a chance to transform. You have a chance to transition out of this fight mode. And it's like, if you keep clinging to it, it's kind of like you're holding on to this past energy. Like, you don't need to be in this energy anymore. Okay? Just be in the present. What is the present moment calling you to be? We have adventurer. As funny as I'm saying, like, what is it calling you to be? Adventurer. I am an adventurous person. I will focus on the journey rather than the destination and open myself to new opportunities as they come. I love this because this is just so much optimism and excitement, and it's just like a total shift of energy. Like exactly what I was saying, like you can transform this defensive energy into like adventure energy. Ow, I just like stabbed myself with my ring. This is the second reading I hurt myself. What? It's like today. This is Aphrodite. Please. All right, so we have purity. Always trust in the purity of your heart. Look inside your heart, and within it, you will find the answer to your question. Like, I think that you have no issue connecting with your inner child. And it's just like, I just get such a soft, beautiful, like cherished relationship between you and your inner child. And like, I just think Aphrodite really wants to call to that, because I think that is part of what makes you so beautiful. It's what makes you a butterfly, is because it's like you still have a connection to the caterpillar. You still have a connection to that child, to that you used to be. And it's just like, people love to see that. Like, people genuinely love to see you connecting to that. We also have pure intention. The fairy of manifestation will help you to use your wishes wisely. Manifest your heart's desire with pure intention and for the highest good of all. And I think also is like, these people distracted you from being loving. It's like, this isn't who you usually are. Like, you're not usually someone who just wants to fight and argue all the time, you know? Like, you have so much love in your life. Why would you want to be focused on that? It's like they've distracted you. They've pulled you away from who you truly are, because it's like they know that you have pure intentions. And it's like, I don't know why, but it's like sometimes people will see others with pure intentions and want to like corrupt it and want to like bring them to like have the same intentions as them, which are like really nasty, disgusting intentions. But yeah, like, I think once you just keep connecting with that inner child, and I think just connecting with like wanting the highest good for all, despite resentment, despite anger that you still have towards these people or person, But I just think you need a redirection. And that's funny, we have a compass. You need a redirection here. I think you do need to take some level of risk as well. We have the Chariot reverse. I just get like with the hand of cards, like it says take a chance, risk. You're still being strategic, okay? It's like I feel like some of you guys don't like to gamble. Like some of you guys really don't like to gamble. Well, let's keep going. We have music. Listen carefully, for there may be a message in the music you hear. Music can lift your soul, rekindle memories, and charm fairies to your door. Yes, especially if you guys have talent for music. Like I'm hearing that's really powerful. Also, the song that you guys shuffled was Moon River by one of the most gorgeous Taurus in the world, Miss Audrey Hepburn. And I just, that song is just such a beautiful song. And I don't think she's like, a gymnastic singer by any means, but it's just like the energy behind it is so soft and beautiful. And I think that you guys definitely connect to that song, like your energy. So go check that out if you didn't before you pick the pile, guys. It's such a beautiful, it's like you guys are old souls here. Music can lift your soul, rekindle memories, charm fairies to your door. Also, music just might be soothing, might be a healthy way for you to like release some anger, release some pent up emotions. We have protect your dreams. You are the guardian of your precious dreams, and they're safe in your care. Keep them close to your heart until you're ready to release them. I love this card so much because I do think that you are protective to not only the people around you, but to yourself and to your inner child. And it's like you keep your dreams safe. And I don't know why, I think people really like the people who are just so lost and the people who are so disconnected from their own dreams, and it's like they don't know how to protect their own dreams. It's like they just, I don't know, I get this resentment towards you where they just want to see you crash and burn. And I'm so sorry to tell you this, but I think you are strong enough to handle that, to handle the idea that people have lied and fucked you over. We also have water cycle. Like the earth, I am made of water, flowing through my veins just like the rain that falls down only to be carried back up. My body too is a cycle. Every sip revitalizes me and brings me a sense of gratefulness. And this is beautiful. I've been mentioning how you guys, have a lot of water sign energy. And I think water will be also very healing. Music and water. Okay? Go stand in the rain. Go swim in a lake. Go to the beach. You know what I mean? Go to those water pods that they have. Those floating pods. Water pods that they have. So guys, I'm gonna pull a last message from Aphrodite here. This is going to be a direct message from her, just last message. What does she want to say? Oh my god, I totally forgot to mention, guys. Forgive me. This Two of Cups. This is also why I think people want to argue with you, want to get you upset, is because I think you already have a really beautiful connection or relationship. At least for some of you guys here, because it's the bottom of the deck energy, for some of you guys here, this is like a friendship that is deepening into something really beautiful. Okay, this could be I don't know, just potential, like this could also be, like I said, you're very protective and loving of your inner child and yourself. And I just see you really getting a balance on your emotions. So let's go ahead and get a card from Aphrodite. What does she want to say to you, please? All right, and the beautiful dove. To me, this is such a sign of purity as well. Like, I don't know, new beginning. A new adventure awaits. Adventure! Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. Ooh, more white wings. Angels. The past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. We have a lot of new. All right, we also have butterflies. Butterflies! Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. All right. And I'm hearing the song Time by Mac Miller and Kali Uchis. You're trying too hard, give it time. All right, I feel like pulling one more. Hold on. I just saw 222. Another one with a tree as well. Spending some time in nature, getting grounded here. Give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all your heart truly desires. I love this, yes. Bottom of the deck is soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. Already with you in spirit? What? No, but truly, like, you know how I just kept going on this rant of like, you didn't deserve this, you didn't deserve this, like, oh, like just that word, like, you know, or know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. Like, I don't know, that's just so comforting to me. And also, like, give thanks for the blessings of love, like just being in this grateful energy, just staying in this pure energy, staying in a high vibe. Do not let these people get you down. Like, you are so strong. You're the butterfly here. I don't know why, but you know, you're the only pile that I feel called to get a card from this deck, and I'm gonna read from the book and leave you with that message, okay? And this can also be a message from Aphrodite. Like, I just feel like she really wants to speak to you. Like, I think she's really proud of you. I think she's extremely proud of you for just like having such a loving soul. Sun, there's something here about the sun. Like, I kept hearing like, or I kept feeling like this is like from Tangled, you know, where like it looks like the sun symbol that Rapunzel sees, and it kind of like triggers her to remember herself, like her, you know, her true identity. Paint the sun back into your sky. I think you totally have the power to like shift and transform your life the way that you want to see it, and I think that's just so cool. All right, let's see. We have tree, let them go, 18. Break it into a 9. The number 9 to me is about endings as well. I feel like this is definitely about this King of Swords energy. And this is like that energy of like, I feel like there was a lot of trees over here with the imagery. And you know, we had these 2 cards with the trees. I just feel like you were put in timeout with death as well, to let something end, let something transition. All right, let's go ahead and read from the book. It says, you often take on the pain of others. You used to think it was because you're an empath, but these days you're not so sure. Sometimes it feels like other people are emptying their emotions into you and giving nothing in return. Sometimes we even feel we've inherited pain from those who come before us in our family tree. This is your permission to let go. Your life is ultimately about you, not what other people expect you to carry for them. And I just want you to know, like, this 4 of Cups is literally about letting go. I just feel like you have been drowning here under the expectations of like other people. And I feel like people have seen you blossom. They've seen you become this butterfly. They've seen your sunlight starting to peek through the window, and for some reason they just wanted to use you. I feel like some of you guys were used. Like, people dumped their emotions, they dumped their problems onto you, they made their problems your problems, they lied a lot, you know. Like, there was a lot of mental exhaustion, and I just kind of get that it's time to paint the sun back into your sky. go ahead and read as well. I don't want to leave it on such a heavy note here. Let's try to see. Exactly. Don't build a home that will come crumbling down if a single person walks out of the front door. When it comes down to it, we can't depend on other people to make us feel happy and fulfilled. The fact is that people are going to leave from time to time, and you're the only one who's guaranteed to stay. Take the time to find sources of joy outside of your loved ones. You deserve happiness that lasts. All right, pile 3, thank you so much for letting me read for you. This has been a beautiful reading. I hope it hit. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please give me a like, subscribe to the channel, comment down below. I would love to hear from you guys. And until next time, I'm sending you guys all love, light, protection, blessings. Peace.